Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another Brewnomics podcast. Michael Jordan's number 23. Whoop. Whoops.
Oh, wow.
What up?
I'm Jerry.
I'm Paula.
And I'm Vic.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's a little warm in this room, but I think we'll make do.
Yeah, we're making a hot,
It's really starting to turn into summer.
sweaty
I tell you
mess.
what.
Yeah.
Huge.
Sun just beats down on this side of the house. So, awesome. But yeah, we had a good weekend. We hope you had a good weekend. At least hope you had a weekend.
Brew crew. Yeah.
Everybody deserves one.
At least one. Everybody gets one, I heard.
So yeah, on this podcast, it is June, so we're going to drink some beer. Bet you guys didn't see that coming.
Weird.
Talk about
What a
some
twist.
upcoming pop culture stuff, and Money in the Bank was this week. And if you don't know what that is, that's wrestling. So we're going to talk about that. Because Vic and I are going to go watch some wrestling this Friday, so we're pretty jazzed.
Yep.
Yeah. Yay. How should we start? How about with a beer?
Ooh. Yep.
Ooh.
Ah.
First one.
Sorry.
We
Got into the shock and awe of it.
went to a new growler place called Cope and Ross. It's been open
yeah.
only for a little bit here.
Absolutely. Shout out to Charles. I spoke with him today. He was the, I think, owner /
Whoa.
beer tender. Good cat.
Whoa.
Very
Sorry.
knowledgeable about his beers.
That one poured a little heavy there. I was afraid I was going to spill right out of the can.
I'll take it. Give it to me.
Bet you will take it. So this should be kind of an interesting one. We did a hazy IPA episode before. If you haven't checked that out, go back and check it out.
Yep.
Hazy IPAs, these aren't bad. This is definitely one of those beers where you know exactly what it's going to be before you get into it. Where's this one from?
Which beer is this again?
The Hazer Beam.
Ooh, so we are
They got
drinking
guys named Taser, Laser,
all kinds of
all
lights.
sorts of Hazers.
Hazer Beam. It's an IPA from Barley Brown Beer.
Barley Browns, okay. Ooh, and there's a fair amount left in that too. Dang. Barley Browns. Are they Oregon, Washington, California? I think they're Oregon.
Yeah, Baker City, Oregon.
Right?
There we go.
Right?
There we go.
Got too many tabs open. There's too much happening here.
So many tabs. Oh, God. Well, let's smell it. It definitely looks like a hazy. That's for shiz. Cloudy. Kind of heady. Especially the one on Vicks that I fucked up pouring.
Oh, yeah. I tried to look up the Hazer Beam's website at Barley Brown, and I could not locate that beer. That's why I
Couldn't
was
fucking
struggling.
find it.
All right.
Oh, come on, Barley Browns. Must be a new one. Maybe an old one. I don't know. I don't know much about it. What do we have on Untappd?
Yeah, Untappd has us at 962 total check-ins, 872 unique check-ins, and 117 already this month, which is pretty good.
795 ratings at a 393. That's a high-rated beer. 6%. It does not have any IBUs. I would guess around 50, 45,
Yeah.
something in that range. I don't know.
It feels kind of
They
smooth.
don't matter. What's the description say? I
Let's
see
here.
Silver Medal Award winner at the 2018 National IPA Championships. Fresh out of Eastern Oregon, Hazer Beam has a bunch of Mosaic Mandarina Equinot. I'll move on. And Galaxy hops layered over a base of Pilsner malt and wheat. We added some Eureka malt from Baker City's Gold Rush malt for some complexity. All right.
All right.
What do you guys think so far?
It's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad.
You think it's worth an almost 4 rating?
No, I do not.
Really?
I don't either.
I think it's pretty good. I don't know if it's 4 good, but it's pretty good. I dig it. Gentle. Little citrusy.
Yeah, I was getting it's a good aroma to it, honestly, but I'm not getting that from the taste. It's so weird when the aroma kind of doesn't match the flavor profile.
It's not as fruity as it smells, for sure. But I still think it's good. I think it's a drinkable IPA.
Yeah, it's pretty decent, 6%. Not bad, sessionable
Not
one.
bad. All right. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I would totally drink it again. Super easy to drink. I like the 6% ABV, kind of where I like to sit.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm being a little bitch.
Don't want to head up into those higher percentages, do you? I see. No, you know what, Jerry? I totally agree with you. I'm going to hit a 3.5 as well. It's good sessionable. I feel like it's a good price based on what I know you paid it for it at Cope and Ross.
Mm-hmm. Very well priced there.
Very
for the
well
crowlers.
priced.
I think it's $8 a crowler.
Yeah. Actually got in during happy hour time, so I got like $1 off on it.
Dope.
Super handy.
Dope. You could buy a chicken sandwich with that $1.
Straight up.
You also got a super handy?
Oh, yeah, I got a super handy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that like a regular handy, but they were wearing a cape while they did it?
Was it given to
It was
you by the-
it was gloves with a cape. Yeah.
All right. 3.5 Polovic. What'd you rate it, or was I not paying attention?
I rated a 3.5 as well.
Okay.
Oh, I heard handy from the Super Devil.
It got distracting.
Yeah, that just whole
Super Devil.
conversation
The
got
Super
weird.
Devil. Yeah.
It's like the regular devil, except he has a flying motorcycle and a jar of marmalade that we believe causes you to commit adultery.
3.0.
Okay.
I'm not mad at it. It's just I was just thrown off by it.
Yeah.
The 6% helps out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I like IPAs.
True. Sure, the Hazer ones are good. So this weekend we went to Beer Fest at the ballpark here in Boise, although I guess technically it was Garden City.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's weird about Garden City?
There are no
I think
gardens.
I told you guys this. There are no gardens. Used to be. That's not true. There is gardens now, because I drove by and it was Meridian Auto Sales, and then right next to that was the North End Nursery.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, do you fucktards know where you are?
They don't.
You're not. You're neither in Meridian nor the North End. Try and church it up all you want, Garden City. We see through you. Although I guess some of the beers we drink are from Garden City, and they're pretty good. But, you know, cheap property value.
I live right up the hill from Garden City.
That's
Which
true.
is funny because like Garden City
But
to Boise.
still not in Garden City. But the Beer Fest at the ballpark is, so it was supposed to be 20 different Idaho breweries coming together with some games and stuff. It was okay. It was more like 11 Idaho breweries and some from other places, California, Oregon, Washington, which I'm not mad at, but it was marketed as like an Idaho thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was Idaho-ish.
Ish.
Ish, but we ran into some friends, made some new friends,
Sure did.
drank a lot of beer. Do you guys remember having a favorite beer?
Ooh. You know, I found, I think as you guys did as well, that I had most of the beers there already.
True.
And so it was kind of a struggle to figure out which beers to pick from.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I haven't had that beer. It's 4.2%. I will continue to not have that beer.
Exactly.
That was like all the beers,
Dude,
though.
I was kind of
Yeah.
surprised. And then the ones that were above that were the IPA, some of them that we've had on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, other than that, I thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Wish it were a little bit more, but still, it was fun to go.
It was, absolutely. I thought it was a really cool, like, get to meet the brewers and stuff like that. Although I didn't get to meet a lot because I found that Hawk Stadium employees were generally doing the pouring, which was kind of interesting.
I met the owner of County Line Brewing. He was pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
And I met somebody that didn't work for but was good friends of Sawtooth Brewing.
Okay.
And he was really cool, too.
Excellent.
I mean, I really like Sawtooth Brewing. So, County Line, we'll see. I think we had one of their beers on our podcast, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, we did like them a lot, I
One of their
believe so.
stouts, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, hopefully we'll do some more or go to other beer events with a little bit more notice. I know this one was kind of last minute, but I know there are a lot of them coming up. So, we'll
But
keep
we
you guys
had the,
posted and hopefully see you.
The barbecue in the cup. Or
Oh,
Barbecue
yeah.
Sunday.
That
It was
Yeah.
dope.
right.
Yeah.
What was that? Was it just like Idaho Barbecue Company or something like that? I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, they had this barbecue in a cup. It was like a 10-ounce Dixie cup, I guess, with a bunch of barbecue and slaw in it, and you just ate it with a fork. Barbecue
Dixie
Sunday.
cup were
Barbecue
giants.
Sunday.
Right?
Yeah.
But it was great. Great cute, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most notably, you can tell who they are. I'm not sure of their name right now, but they have that smoker in the shape of the state of Idaho,
It was
which
awesome.
is super cool.
Awesome.
Super cool.
I think I got a picture of it. Maybe I'll throw it up on the grams.
Oh, there you go.
so
Yeah.
people can see it. But moving on, I guess.
I got a quick question.
Shoot.
Did we explain to the people in the world the beers that we chose? Like, why did we choose these beers?
We have
The
not.
reasoning.
Go for it.
Let us know.
What was the reasoning? We wanted to find tough
Tough sounding
beers.
Tough
something
sounding
like
beers.
that. I don't know, because we're doing there's going to be some wrestling talk later. Wrestlers are tough.
They are
so you gotta
tough.
drink
They are
tough
tough.
beer.
And
That's why
sexy.
my sipper is the Irish Death.
I love it.
So, yeah, I guess that's the theme for the beer this week, I suppose, if there is any theme, really.
Just went in DFFE.
Exactly. Dick first, fill your wreck.
That's how you have to do it.
News
News.
and booze. God, we really need a bumper for this.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And boozing.
Oh,
And boozing. Maybe we could make one later.
Oh.
boozing
Oh.
and newsing.
Oh.
Boozing and newsing.
Oh.
Oh. The beer stuff. We'll work on that and get back to
The
you.
beer stuff.
So, Royland was in an interview with somebody. I can't remember who. Justin Roiland, that is, of Rick and Morty. They have already started production on season 4 of Rick and Morty. He said there will no longer be a year and a half wait times in between episodes. They've actually scheduled it to where they can sit down and dedicate appropriate amounts of time to this, to where I think they're going to actually try and do a traditional seasonal show release.
Well, good.
Like in a timely manner.
Like in a timely manner.
Okay,
Like,
cool.
It's done in the fall. It'll be back next fall or whatever it is, like how Bob's Burgers and Family Guy and shit does it.
Well, that'd be cool.
I think that's kind of what it sounds like. They still don't have. I think it said they still don't have a release date for when season 4 is, but we at least know that much.
Well, that's a plus. Yeah, because I do like seeing that show, but having like over a year for wait
Dude,
time is
it's a real wood kill.
kind. It's kind of difficult. Yeah.
Even Paula can't hold an erection that long,
No. Yeah.
and he's a master erection
He
holder
is a master erection
of his own
holder.
and others.
Mm-hmm.
These are all true stories. All true.
What he does.
I blacked out for a
Yes.
second.
Yep.
That's all I got on Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay.
But that's all we need, though.
That's
Yeah,
all
we
we
just
need.
don't have to
Yeah.
wait a year and a half.
Dude, no, that's
anymore.
super exciting news, man. I
Like,
really appreciate
fucking Lucha Underground season 4 has already started, and they're a few episodes in, and I still haven't seen any of season 3. And it's been like 2 years since they put it on Netflix, but season 1 and 2 is still on there. I'm so like, why can't I get season 3? I can't find it anywhere. I'm real upset about it.
I see that.
I want my Lucha Underground back.
I know. Dude, that is such a fun show, though. I remember
If you haven't watched
watching it with
Lucha Underground, check out the first 2 seasons on Netflix, even if you're not a wrestling fan, because it is in no way traditional wrestling.
No, not
It
in the
has
least.
so much like rustic charm and just ridiculousness to it.
It truly
Fucking
does. It truly does.
It's got a great quality to it.
I honestly
really
think
like
I'd say Paula would prefer Lucha over WWE, maybe.
You know,
I feel like I've seen, like, watching you, except for maybe Bailey's entrance with a waving, the flailing arm, flailing tube men, whatever. I remember seeing your reaction. How great that was. Just Google Bailey's entrance if you haven't seen it. It's fucking ridiculous. But just the fact that you just went, you can do that, was amazing. But other than that, I don't know. In my opinion, from watching your reaction, it seems like.
it's all hit and miss for me.
Yeah.
When it comes to just pro wrestling in general.
Sure. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
It's hit and miss for me. It
And-
just hits a little more.
And because of you, I enjoy it more. It's always nice, like doing something to a friend who really enjoys something, and because of your joy and your love for it, I'm just like I have a heart on too. It's just like we're doing this together.
Oh my god, like a boner by proxy.
Oh, totally. Yeah, no, I totally second that, man. Like, man, when somebody's passionate, like, you're so passionate about something, it just sort of bleeds over, and then everybody gets on board with it, man.
That's
you can't
true.
help it. It's
It
awesome.
helps.
You watch basketball with us.
Well, it's true, and it's like a lot of our friends that had shitty taste in beer, and we're so passionate about good beer. Our friends by proxy have gotten much better taste in beer the longer they become friends with us, and I'm really fucking proud of that.
That's a true
Right,
story,
right.
man. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that, but you're right, man. I've noticed them branch out a little bit. So kicking ass, guys. Way to be.
And then they reach, hey guys, guess what beer I got? And I'm like, fuck yeah, you.
Yeah, you did.
Good
cool.
job. Keep kicking
Thanks.
ass. Way to drink good beer.
Way to be.
Let's move on.
Let's do it.
What do you guys want to move on to? Let's keep it with the beer train,
Okay.
because Vic and I found some pretty interesting news.
We did.
Why don't you take off on this one?
Oh yeah, so I found some interesting stuff about Miller Coors. It was kind of cool. So what I found was that
Was it a cooled activated can?
No, it's
No,
not
it
a
was
cold
not.
activated can. So Miller Coors and Pabst are in a bitter legal battle right now. It's headed in November. So Miller Coors
Headed to
currently
trial
brews.
in November.
Yeah, their trial is in November. Sorry, fucked that up. But yeah, Miller Coors is currently brews all of Pabst Brewing legacy beers, including Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, so the legacy beers are things like, depending on what side of the country you're from, when I was in Baltimore, National Bohemian, on this side of the country, you get a lot of like Olympian beer, Rainier, stuff like that, or breweries that had the really cheap kind of macro beers that went under, and Pabst went on this whole thing of buying them up.
Right.
So that's what they mean kind of by their legacy beers.
Mm-hmm.
And Pabst themselves, you're right, is a legacy beer.
Well, it holds the blue ribbon.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah,
Since
it's a number
18
one.
something.
Some time ago. Yeah. Let's see here. So, so their contract for their brewing agreement expires in 2020 with 2 options to renew. So, what that means is that Miller Coors or Molson Coors can choose to renew their brewing contract with Pabst or not. But Molson Coors is currently experiencing like a large loss of profit. So last quarter they noted a 12.2% decline in
let's just
sales.
Talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
When we were going over this, he was essentially like, yeah, they lost like 12% in sales. And I was like, in the last year? No, in the last quarter. Fucking what? That's absurd, because I think, what is it? So Miller Coors has large facilities and Pabst doesn't, so they essentially just license them out to where, hey, your people are going to brew our beer for a licensing fee, essentially.
Exactly.
It's not like they're creating it. It's just I don't even, sounds like you can't even really call it a partnership.
No, yeah, they're just sort of contractually obligated to brew that, because like, hey, you have the facilities, we have the beer, let's have a connection here.
And it's interesting because, and we've seen, oh shit, what was it there? The Miller marketing strategy, like trying to market beer towards 21 to 27-year-old fit people that want to drink light beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the Miller 64, whatever it is.
They've actually redesigned that. Yeah, they have a whole deal like we're gonna sell to 21 to 27-year-olds, and it's gonna be a light bodied beer and a very like low ABV
so
beer.
It sounds like what they're trying to do essentially is sell it to frat boys.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: that's the exact same age group that are a lot of these sprung up breweries that have started, are these kids that have done a lot more research than you were able to do even when we were in college, and are starting to realize not just that their beer sucks, the shady business practices that they do, and moving on into craft beer. So you're trying to market to the people that specifically don't want to drink your shit.
Absolutely. Well, not only that, like people's parents are like drinking more craft beers, which are making their children get more into it. So it's becoming more of a popularized thing. So just seeing that 12.2% drop in sales, and like they have a 3.8% drop in total volume of sales, like that's just awesome, man. That means more people are drinking craft beers, and they've even talked about possibly closing down their Irwindale brewery in California. This is Molson Coors, because they simply are not selling enough. They are not selling enough beers to support that.
Right. I think that's awesome. One, go craft beer. It makes me a little sad that there's that job loss, but find a job for a better brewery.
Exactly.
Maybe.
I'm like, you guys have skills. You can do better.
Yeah, work for somebody better than Pete fucking Coors.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If you guys, I'm not going to go into it here, but just look up Pete Coors versus Lagunitas. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but they had this huge, like, online exchange of words about Pete Coors blaming. Or no, the Lagunitas guy called out Pete Coors on shady business practices, trying to trick the consumer with craft beer that's not craft beer, buying up distribution channels just to shut them down so they couldn't put craft beer out and stuff.
Pistol Pete?
Yeah, Pistol Pete Coors.
Huh.
Yeah. And then the guy from Lagunitas is like, he's like, it's fucked up, bro. Don't do that. And he's like, hey, why are you coming after me? We all do beer together. We should be going after beer and... or not beer, wine and spirits in the ever-growing presence of marijuana. attacking that for
Well, it's funny
what we
'cause-
should do. And he's like, no, that thing's fine. That's healthy competition. You're fucking up the marketplace, bro. Let's call it what it is.
Exactly. And it's funny you mention that because this article mentions that like wine, spirits, and cannabis are all having factors that are reducing the sales.
Has
for
nothing to do with
Molson
it.
Coors.
Molson Coors.
It
We're going to tell you
doesn't.
that right now.
It
You're
absolutely doesn't.
fucking full of it.
You just
We know-
suck.
If you legitimately think that, you're outside your goddamn mind.
Absolutely.
Like, that has nothing to do with it.
No, you're absolutely right, man. I cannot believe they would
People
come
are
up with
just like,
that.
oh my god, I'm stoned and parched, and this beer's still shitty. Like, it just doesn't work. Coors, come on now.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. So yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, they're set to go to trial about renewing their contract in November. So we'll see what happens.
Do we
with
know what
it.
their contract is worth?
Oh yeah, it's about $500 million on the line.
Slurpsums.
Yeah, it's absurd.
That's so much money
It's
for such shitty beer.
exactly. Yeah.
Like, could you imagine what you could put into that money into the economy and other places and other things, and what changes it would make?
But the beer is that is so much cash flow just in the beer market, man. That's nuts. And we're talking about one brewery. We haven't even talked about Budweiser at all.
Exactly, and that's like it's like pee mixed with water and a little bit of ethyl alcohol.
Straight up, yeah.
Like, it's not good.
Mm-mm. That's what makes it yellow.
What makes it yellow?
So yeah, I guess that's interesting. I guess obviously I'm not going to drink the beer either way, but I am intrigued to see where this goes. So
Me too, yeah.
we'll have to maybe do a follow up on that later.
Yeah, I'm very
And I
intrigued.
wonder how much of this is backlash too from we've talked about in a previous episode, and how this is still going on, where there's the Stone and Coors battle right now with the cans.
Yeah, I mean Keystone is a part of Molson Coors as well. So
Absolutely.
I mean, so that's probably got a little bit to do with it.
Exactly. I think people are just getting sick of their shit, and I'm glad it's starting to make a change.
Make that change.
12.2%. God damn.
That's
It sounds like
awesome.
an evil corporation, though.
It really is.
Yeah.
Both them and
Yeah.
Anheuser-Busch, they're not awesome.
No.
So, yeah, I don't know. Fuck you, Pete. Coors.
Fuck your family.
Anything else on that? Moving on.
Moving on.
Fuck your family.
Whoa.
Oh no,
Oh no, Finn
Finn's-
Balor. Demon Finn fell.
Demon Finn Balor's down.
Oh, he's just selling it, pussy. Get over it.
Fucking flopping.
Fucking flopping. Flash movie news. So they killed the Flashpoint. They said that we are not doing Flashpoint. You guys hear that?
I have not heard that.
They said we're not doing Flashpoint, but we're going to give it more of a quote. And this is pretty much all I could find. So if you guys have heard anything, clue me in here. Back to the Future vibe.
Can you
No.
explain that a bit? Nope.
No,
Okay,
no,
that's all
literally
you
I
got.
can't. That's what I've had. That's what I have on
Neat.
there. So,
To the future.
I mean, Flashpoint's not necessarily Back to the Future,
Mm-mm.
but it is a lot of time changey stuff.
It is and it isn't in the sense that he went back in time to save his mom, and then he went forward in time again to arrive at a different,
Yeah.
altered timeline. So
Mhm.
I guess that if
Well,
we
Back to
boil
the
it down.
Future's altered timelines too.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
So.
you go back to 1955, 1986.
Well, then extrapolate
1995.
Back to the Future-ish if they're not doing time travel.
That's what I'm trying. Well, it's not that
It's-
they're not doing
It's not-
time
they're not
travel.
doing
They're gonna do
Flashpoint.
it.
They're not doing
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint.
So I
time
just
travel
don't
has to
think
be
they're
in there.
changing the universe entirely. To where Flashpoint, you think we'd get like a Thomas Wayne instead of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Battle versus Wonder Woman
Right.
battle sort of thing. So I just maybe think they're not going to go in that direction,
Maybe some small
but still have him
changes.
zip back and forth. And I think maybe they're just kind of maybe try to direct it with like Darkseid and the Cosmic Treadmill maybe, and how like because they did confirm the Cosmic Treadmill was how Flash communicated with Batman and Batman v Superman.
Okay, so that's got to be.
So
a thing.
maybe
yeah.
they're going to try and throw it within that direction. I don't know.
Yeah, that's nuts. Maybe it'll affect small changes. I mean, clearly it's already happened if we think about the universe conceptually in that
But
way.
if somebody knows more on this, I'd be interested. Tweet us like an article or something that gives us some info, and maybe we'll give you a shout out. Probably not though.
Well, the biggest change is going to be Batfleck.
That was my next topic.
Oh.
But
We were touching dicks.
we were touching dicks. Let's finish up this beer. Let's drink another one, guys.
yeah,
Oh, you guys already finished.
We're
did.
already finished, yeah.
Well.
Because we're men. We are men.
Manly men. Men in tights. Toits.
That was
Oh, I just watched Mulan.
yeah,
last
apologize.
night,
I was like,
so-
that was a Mulan reference.
Yeah.
So much for touching dicks.
I guess. Now I'm sad.
Now I'm sad. Oh, the boner's
Who
gone
am I
away.
touching right now?
Yeah, no chance of space, Doc. It's gonna be a tough one.
It's me and Vic. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
There's always a chance. What do we want to drink next? Let's drink this bomber. Why not?
Dope.
I like the sound of this one. This is from, Silver Moon Brewing. PK picked this one up. This is a lovingly titled Fuck Cancer. So, I guess you can kind of get the theme of this one. It's all about saying fuck you to cancer. Cancer's a real asshole. There's literally no one you know that hasn't been affected by it in one way or the other, including all three of us sitting here.
That's true.
And so, in some very sad ways. So it's nice to see that there's a lot of research and it's not always a death sentence anymore. And people are creating beers just to donate. What, last year? A lot of money. I can't remember what it was. I don't want to.
30-some thousand.
Yeah,
30
for this
yeah.
particular beer, Silver Moon reported $32,000 in donations for cancer, which I think is really cool. That's awesome.
Another, yeah, very cool. The label on it is actually just the name of all the fighters right now fighting cancer. So more power to it. I love it to see that kind of recognition there, to see all the people who are hopefully going to kick its ass. 6%, 65 IBUs. I also like the Fuck Cancer because our good friend Stephen Amell started another Fuck Cancer campaign with a bunch of T-shirts.
Rad.
Put a shit ton of money towards it. Who we love for so many reasons. You know, he's great in Arrow.
Love Arrow. Dude, I just finished the 6th season of Arrow, man. I just binge watched the last 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
still
super
at the
into it,
halfway
man.
mark on that.
Super good towards the end.
Nice.
I think it's probably actually one of the best seasons I've
Nice.
been a part
Yeah.
of.
Oh my gosh, look how
So-
effervescent this is. Holy crap, that is bubbly AF. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and he's a big wrestling fan too, which I love. And not only that, he's actually had a professional wrestling match with WWE on SummerSlam. One of those celebrity ones, but it was like, oh my god, this guy's actually really good. I think we watched it, 2 or 3 times?
Absolutely. That was a super fun match.
It is a super fun match. If you've got the network, check it out. I think you can see it on YouTube, but it's god-awful quality.
Mhm.
But it's Stephen Amell and Neville, which was pretty great because Neville's a big comic book nerd, and his finishing move was the Red Arrow, this top rope super flippity-do thing.
Oh, yeah.
So you
it
have
was-
Red Arrow
Really,
and
the
Green
Red Arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super rad.
It's amazing, dude. Versus Stardust, who was later on the show Arrow, and Wade Barrett, who I think we've talked about a little bit, but he was a badass dude.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was fun. So it's cool. It's just cool all around to see all these things coming together so nicely. Now let's drink this beer and hope it's good. Super bubbly. Dude,
Yeah,
that's
oh
so
my
crazy.
God,
dude, I'm just watching it.
I haven't seen an IPA this effervescent in quite a while. Maybe ever. Look, my mic's a little low.
I'm getting like some fruity notes to the aroma on it, to the nose.
This is a good beer.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
Good.
think it's a good beer as well.
I haven't sipped on it yet. My microphone's straight.
I mean, I'd probably buy it just to support their campaign, but it's also a great beer.
Ooh, it's a gentle smell.
Yeah.
It's very loving. It is pleasing. It tickles your nose. I
This
do
is
wonder what it
a
tastes like.
good-
Let's see.
Beer.
Damn!
Yep.
That is smooth as shit. This is smoother than the hazy IPA, man.
Super
Damn.
good. Yeah, no, I really dig it.
Well done. You can see why it's so bubbly. It just like scrubs your mouth.
Mhm.
Just tickles you.
It's so fun. It's so fun. Yeah.
You deserve a treat today.
Oh, this is great, man. Paula, read their Untappd description for us.
Together we raise a glass and middle finger as we shout, "Fuck cancer." Proceeds of every bottle goes directly to the American Cancer Society Western Region's efforts towards research, education, advocacy, and local programs and services.
Dope.
Rad.
I love it.
Super
I love
rad.
it. What do we got? 987 unique check-ins, 1,048 total, 296 this month, 3.91 rating. I'm going to round that up to a 4. I enjoy it.
Dude, I was straight up 4 when I drank this.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love this.
This is a legit 4 beer.
Dude,
for
unanimous 4. I agree.
Look
It's
at you.
definitely-
Awesome. Okay, cool.
Buy this beer, people.
Absolutely. We picked it up at our local grocer. June is Cancer Awareness Month, not just a specific type of cancer. It's
Just
all
all
of them.
cancer. There's
Just
so
the
many.
whole thing. Just fuck it all. Go buy this beer. Shout out to Silver Moon Brewery.
Correct?
Yeah. Good job, guys.
It is the one and silver
Cheers.
moon. It is the one silver moon.
Silver Moon.
God, you guys are great.
So,
God, you guys are great.
So good.
we are boy banding so hard right now. So hard. I'm so happy.
That was so good. Okay. Oh shit. Batman. Talk about that, Paula.
Word.
Word.
What? Batman?
Yeah, the Matt Reeves The Batman movie. Apparently, Batfleck's out. Like out.
He's out.
That's what they're saying. I don't know if they're actually. They're reportedly wanting to focus on a much younger Bruce Wayne.
Which in turns, that's why the Flash does whatever.
Does the Flash?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you don't get Batfleck anymore. You get
Correct.
fucking
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Well, it's just a matter of time before you guys know I was going to throw his hat
It's
in the
in
ring.
my head all the time now.
Well, and it
What do
seems
I
to
want
be.
to do today? I want to
yeah.
hang out with Zac Efron, I guess.
I guess that's how they change the world or the DCEU, huh? Interesting.
It's gonna be the major thing that happens.
Yeah.
So who's your Batman then?
But Batman?
The Batman.
Are we talking like late 20s, early 30s? What are we doing
It's
here?
just saying a much younger, so I'm going to say exactly there. Let's go late 20s, early 30s.
Okay, huh.
I think that's fair. Our age.
Our age, yeah.
I'm the Batman.
You are the Batman. I vote Jerry.
Yes.
No.
No.
Let's see. And so we heard about, what was it? Is it Gosling? No, not Gyllenhaal. I'm sorry. Gyllenhaal's out?
But he's Mysterio, yeah.
Well, he's Mysterio. Was he? Oh, I don't know if he's out, actually.
That'd be awesome if he was just fucking...
Mysterio. And I
He
do
lives in
not
both
fucking
worlds.
want Jake Gyllenhaal as Batman.
No, okay, so I'm screwing it up. It was Ryan Gosling then.
No, I think you're right, though. No, you might be
Oh.
right,
No,
actually,
you're
but
right,
I
dude,
don't
yeah.
want it. I don't
Okay.
want either one of those.
Rumored.
No.
You guys
Okay,
know who I do
rumored.
want,
All
though?
right. Zac Efron?
Yes.
Okay. God, that's a toughie, man. I don't know. I don't know.
I think one of the dudes from Supernatural could probably do it pretty well. The short-haired one.
I don't think they're good enough actors. No offense to those dudes. I love
Maybe.
Supernatural.
Yeah.
And I kind of want my Batman to have a little more depth than
Sure.
just,
Yeah.
like kicking ass. Like
Well-
I want to like relate to him.
He needs to really exude that trauma-based background. Like, I need to see the pain and hurt in that guy's eyes, man, every time he goes out, every time he puts
And,
on
you
the
know,
mask.
But then somebody that can portray the exact opposite is Bruce Wayne, though.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's only one man for the job. Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Well,
Okay.
with the Nolan trilogy, like
I'll stop.
the story really got me. Christian Bale as Batman, I was like, he's cool, but the story and the world took me into it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
good point.
So maybe we don't even need a good actor. Maybe we just need a good writer and a good
Not that
director.
Bale was bad at Batman.
He wasn't
The
bad.
voice was kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
other than that, it
he-
was still good.
Oh, he did a good
He
job,
always
man.
smoked like 5 cigarettes.
Yeah. Ugh. God, yeah, I don't know. Do you have any options for bats there, Paula? What do you think?
Oh, talking to me now?
Yeah.
Talking to me. God damn, dude. For some reason, I'm thinking Armie Hammer because he's so handsome, but I don't
That
think he's a good
actually-
actor.
No, that's fair.
True, but that's he's got the build for it though. He's
He has
a
that
big
chin.
dude.
Yeah.
He's got the chin. That's actually not a bad.
That's
pick.
not a bad call, man. Yeah.
But yeah, he's not a very good actor.
He's not Zac Efron, though, right? Yeah, he's not Zac Efron.
No, of course not. There's only one Zac Efron.
There's only one Zac Efron. Only one.
There can only be one. Man, I don't know. Like,
High
as far
School
as I would
Musical
choose.
forever.
Is your choice Zac Efron then? there,
Oh, of
Jay?
course it
Oh,
is.
okay. God damn.
Sticking with it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We'll
I
call
don't
him
know.
Bad Efron.
I'll come back to it
See,
later.
it's done
I don't-
already. It's
I don't
there.
have a choice right now. I don't have a thought in my head about it.
If it pops up, come back to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
He'll
we'll
Come
tweet
back
it.
to it. That's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Moving on.
Moving on.
Who do you think the villain would be if they did a younger Batman?
Would you think they'd go with the Joker? Maybe that's too strong.
No, I think Two
Which
Face
one
would
would
be
they pick?
a good villain.
Oh, you know what I
Ooh.
guys was thinking,
friendship.
going back to the Joker and Joker thing, the 2 movies? Because isn't it currently in the comic books 3 different Jokers?
Yes.
I wonder if they're
There
going
is
to
one.
go something like that. I think that universe
Yes.
might be opening up a little bit better than we're
what-
giving it
Well,
credit.
another thing with DC is like, let's not try to put this into like one world. Let's just fucking see what works.
Sure.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two-Face is good. Two-Face is good. I would like a Deathstroke, something that makes him like learn how to combat a little better.
There's, I almost want like a Penguin or somebody who's more of a political deal.
Or if it's
where-
younger, maybe a good Ra's al Ghul. But we've already had Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
I guess.
We are, yeah.
I don't know. All right, moving on. That's too much time. We
Yep.
got to move on from the bat for like. Ooh. We actually started to talk about this, so I'm real excited because I'm hoping maybe we'll make it a future, not too future podcast episode. I saw this thing that says Jordan Peele wants to make a Gargoyles. Remember the old 90s cartoon movie Gargoyles?
Love Gargoyles,
Live
yeah.
action movie remake. I read this right after I said, when Bumblebee came out, hey, what funky old school 90s cartoon do you think would make a great live action reboot? And this was one that pretty much all of us simultaneously went, Gargoyles.
Yeah.
Because obviously it would be.
Clearly, dude. I loved that show as a kid, man. This is great.
So one, I hope that happens, but also this is something I'm legitimately curious for the Brew Crew. Let us know your opinion. I'm going to throw out a tweet, an Instagram, a Facebook. Just reply on your preferred method, or just send us one out after you hear this on what old cartoon show from really any era, I guess, that you'd like to see a live action remake of, specifically. So obviously, it can't have already been done,
Mm-hmm.
and it has to be live action. So not CGI. There has to be live action. That's it. And I really hope Jordan Peele makes this fucking movie.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so rad, dude. He's got quite a way to view things. I'd really like to see what he's capable of as a director.
I'm curious what they
branching
do
out.
for the casting in that. Like, was it Goliath? Is he the main gargoyle?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just throw out our casting for just Goliath. Let's not take up too much time. I didn't plan to do this, but since we're here.
Since we're here, The Rock. He's going to be Goliath.
Moving on.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. I don't even need another person. I already agree.
Paula doesn't get when you can't beat it.
I don't fight it anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't fight it anymore.
That's
But
great.
do you actually have an instant thought, Paula?
You're talking about makeup and prosthetics, no CGI. Because you said
Minimal.
no CGI.
Minimal. It can't be pure CGI.
Okay.
So minimal CGI, like CGI for enhancements and stuff like that. Sure.
Okay. I
But
could
yeah,
probably
I-
see Dave Bautista being better than The Rock.
You think so?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because I think he's a better actor, to be honest.
What?
I do. The Rock has the charisma. He can hold a movie. But he's okay.
I could see that. Batista's pretty brooding, and I think Goliath is a very brooding
He
type
is very
character.
brooding.
So that
Say
might help.
Momoa, maybe could be a good one
Maybe.
too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mhm.
Like, I want someone a little bit older. That's why I said Batista.
That's
he
actually
older?
fair. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not necessarily a young man. Maybe no, I don't think a Daniel Craig.
He's too. No, I need somebody stocky.
A lot of
like The
prosthetics. You
Rock
can just
or
make the guy look like
Batista.
anything.
That's true.
Mm.
No, Batista's a good one. Still
Yeah,
The Rock
it's a
though.
It
good
was great. Fucking 2049. Fucking in that first scene, I was like, boom.
He was so.
Boom.
Oh my god.
I mean,
he was
That's
so
a good.
at
That's a
it.
good point, man.
Yeah,
that's a
no,
really
and
good
which
point.
really
Such
shows
a better
his-
actor.
He has had. He does have seemingly more range in his limited appearances, compared to The Rock at least. Let's move on. How about this? Let's finish up these beer. How about a quick commercial break because I have to tinkle,
Okay.
and then we'll come back, drink another beer, finish up the news, and move on. Unless you guys have any objections,
None.
Paula, roll us out.
I hope you enjoyed this commercial brought to you by us talking about something.
Yeah.
2.
Welcome back, motherfuckers. Hope you enjoyed that ad. I'm sure you did. I can hear you laughing through my headphones. See, there it is. So let's drink another beer. This one is pretty cool. From a great brewery. This beer is called Rupture from... Oh, hi, Evie. Odell.
Yes,
Sorry.
nice call.
Evie came in and I got distracted.
She does that.
She does. Tell us about this one, Vic. You picked this one up. These guys have a pretty cool story for this beer, actually. Although I do want to point out, this is our third 6% beer in a row.
Yeah, we're getting up there. I'm feeling a little toasty.
Well, I just love that they're all exactly 6%. Totally coincidental.
This is our Monday night.
This is Monday. Yeah, so this beer is super cool. I picked it up at Cope and Ross Growlers in Boise. Super cool place, just opened up. Totally, you guys should go out and support them. Tell them the Brewnomics sent you. So this,
like, who?
the Brewnomics.
Brewnomics.
See, they got my back. Brewnomics. See, they got my back. They get it. Everybody knows it. Get on board. All right, so this beer, we have the Fresh Grind Ale. And the interesting piece about this is that, I'll just read the explanation to you. It says, Rupture was born out of our obsession with getting the most out of each and every hop. In fact, we built a machine in our brewery to incorporate a unique fresh grind process. By grinding the whole hop, we rupture the lupulin inside the releasing the oils that give the beer its flavor. And what we grind that day, we use that day, leaving you with a beer that's fresh and aromatic with a bright and hoppy character. So yeah, you heard it right. They've invented a process that grinds the hop flower as a whole specifically just for this beer. It's a very interesting deal. It comes in at 6% ABV and 37 IBUs. It's recommended to drink out of a snifter glass.
Snifter. It's a little low for a snifter. I'm going to have to disagree with that. Unless they just want to do it for like a smell sort of thing. But
I would assume
6% is way too low for a snifter. I would just drink it out of a pint glass.
Right.
But it's cool. That is dope. They have a great video on it. You might want to watch it, but it'll probably be a little redundant since what Vic just said. But they make a good point. It's like fresh ground coffee is better than pre-ground coffee. So fresh ground hops must be better than hot pellets.
Absolutely, because they said that the hot pellets get oxidized during that process, so it loses a little bit of taste during that.
Absolutely, which makes sense, I guess.
Somehow,
I'm going to agree with it because they put it in the video.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of chemistry. I'm not sure.
This is a really light-colored, crisp-looking beer.
Yeah.
Very yellow, very mellow. Well, looking, I don't know.
It does have a very subtle smell to her.
It says, find Rupture with our beer finder across our 15-state footprint. Oh, Idaho is in that. I was going to get sad. I was like, but we got it in Idaho, and I don't see Idaho. It is. Colorado, Texas, New... they spelt it wrong. New Mexico. They left out the C.
Weird spelling error.
And other states. Who cares?
That's cool.
You never been to Mexico?
I've never been to New Mexico.
Gotta go, bro.
I grew up in New Mexico, but it's weird.
You gotta go to Mexico,
I was just one fucking typo away this whole time. Could have changed my life.
Change your life.
It smells fresh hoppied.
Oh, yeah.
Like, wow. But it tastes very gentle. Maybe it's just because I've had a lot of beer at this point. But I don't mind it. What do we got on the untappd?
I'm looking for it. Apparently, I looked up just the brewery.
You motherfucker. Fresh grind ale. That's fun, though.
That's pretty cool. I like this. Has got a really interesting process to it. I dig that. So, yeah, let's see. Untappd has us at 32,346 total check-ins, 26,903 unique check-ins, and to the month, over 1,600 check-ins this month. It's sitting at a 3.88 average rating, so I'm going to go ahead and round that right up to 4.
Only 36 IBUs, too. That's nuts. Look at that. That's crazy. Untappd description is pretty much a summary of what Vic just said. Paula, you rate it.
This is a 3.75 for me.
Yeah?
I like it.
Nice.
I like it. I love how gentle it is all around. But it doesn't grab me like the Fuck Cancer IPA.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna go 4 with this one. I like the aromatics. I like the mouthfeel to it. It's a little tingly, and
Very crisp.
I do like the flavor to it. Actually, I could see myself drinking this more and more and more.
I like the flavor a lot. I like the way it hits you a lot. I'm not a big fan of the smell.
Really? Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to have to give it a 3.5.
Ah,
If I liked the way it smelled, I'd probably round it up a whole half and also give it a 4.
interesting.
Just not a... And I guess that's kind of what they're going for with that natural hop smell. But I don't love it. I get why some people want that to be a little hidden with other flavors. But if you're definitely a hop purist, this is absolutely a beer for you.
Oh, I agree. And
I still really enjoy it. I'm not talking down on it. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
that's my
Talking
little...
shit.
Yeah.
I think it might be partial to the fact that they invented a machine to be able to make this beer. So I was like, they sort of innovated
That's
a lot
amazing.
for me.
That
and
is
that was
absolutely
really rad to
amazing.
hear. Yeah.
And Odell's such a great brewery. Their 90 Shillings is one of my favorite go-to beers.
Yeah, absolutely, man. They make just great things. Great
Colorado,
things.
another state that does a really good job with, hiccup beer.
Whoa. Jerry's getting a little on the D-Rum side. You can tell because he's got the heat of the hiccups.
I've been drinking a lot of beer today. Well, it's
Oh.
my day off. What are you going to do?
Drink more beer.
Obviously. Last bit of news before we move on here, and I saved this for last. It's not much, but there's a new movie called Project X coming out with John Cena and Jackie Chan. It seems like kind of your traditional white guy starring with Asian guy cop movie, where it's like, hey, we have to partner on this because they need a honky and they need an Asian.
Sure.
Oh my God, what a crazy turn! We have to work together.
Hey, it's like that Johnny Knoxville, Jackie Chan situation.
Didn't watch it. I don't know.
I didn't either.
So I actually also, from what I read, I think this is a WWE produced movie.
Really?
So they somehow got Jackie Chan.
Let's be honest. Everybody wants to be best friends with Jackie Chan.
Fuck yes,
he's
and
so
John
great.
Cena.
Yeah.
John Cena. Yeah, it's just
So
why
Super
the fuck
good.
not?
it just started. They're still kind of under wraps about what the movie's about. But I mean, come on, it's JC and JC.
Didn't even think about that. That's
Damn.
awesome.
I literally just thought of that. The two best JCs since Jesus Christ.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Bringing it to the third, JC.
Bringing in John Cazeel.
They're both better.
Cazeel? I don't care.
Caviezel.
Jim
Caviezel?
Caviezel? Yeah. Who cares?
It's going to be a sequel.
Okay, let's talk about wrestling. Now, this is the fun part. If you're not into
Wrestling.
wrestling, I guess you can turn it off, but don't do it. You're going to enjoy it. It's fun. It really is. Give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
Give it a chance. Yeah, Money in the Bank's one of the big pay-per-views. Essentially, if you don't know what Money in the Bank is, obviously every pay-per-view there are a whole bunch of build-up matches for it, championship matches. But the idea of Money in the Bank is they get a bunch of dudes and now ladies together. It started off at 6. Now it's all the way up to 8. They fight each other, beat each other up with tables, ladders, chairs, whatever. Then the idea is you open a ladder, put it up in the middle of the ring, climb up there. There's a giant briefcase hanging from the ceiling. You unclip the briefcase, you win. What's that briefcase do? I'm sure you're asking yourself. It gives you the opportunity for the next year to take that briefcase and do what they call a cash-in, to where you can run in any match, anytime, anywhere, and try and fight for the championship, essentially. So in the past, the idea is, the champion just got the shit beat out of him by somebody else. You run in, take advantage of it, do your special, pin them, win. It's like 85% of the Money in the Bank holders have won. Only a few of them have squandered. So it's almost a guaranteed championship. So it's a big deal.
Super big deal.
Super big deal.
Yeah.
It's a BD.
It's a BD. Not a BM, a BD.
BD.
Bowel movement. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
BM.
Thank you for
Thank
elaborating
you.
on that.
Fun facts about Money in the Bank. Chris Jericho created the idea.
No shit.
Yeah, it was
Did
absolutely his
not.
idea. He said you've got to do more than just have a ladder match and you get up there and win. That's got to be for something. So he actually created it, but he's also never won one. And I don't know if he's ever even been in one. Maybe one or
Really?
two. But it was Chris Jericho's creation.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
So, and now with the pay-per-views, the Saturday before the pay-per-view, they do what they call an NXT takeover. NXT is essentially, I guess you could almost see WWE minor leagues. I don't like to call it that because I think they're fucking phenomenal. But it's the show where they kind of hone you to be the best WWE wrestler versus whatever independent scene you came from, be it New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact, whatever.
Backdoor Sluts 9.
Backdoor Sluts 9.
Backdoor Sluts 9.
That's a great independent league.
I heard it
Juggalo Professional Wrestling.
Sure. I heard it was
Real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a car alarm going off. Sorry, guys. Hopefully. Okay, I think it stopped. Just saw Paul take out his earbuds. What? So, yeah, we watched it. The takeover was before. Holy shit, that was amazing. Vic and I watched it together. We're not going to go too much on that, but if you guys have Hulu, you can actually watch it on Hulu. Which is pretty amazing, I think. The matches you should look up, Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream.
Super great.
Match of the night.
Absolutely.
Going back to Lucha Underground, Ricochet was Prince Puma, if you remember him, Paula.
Word?
But Velveteen Dream is this 22-year-old kid who is he's like 6'4", jacked AF. Always comes out with these great personalities. He's super he's pretty much Prince.
Yeah.
Except if Prince was much blacker, bigger, and buffer.
Yeah.
But he came out as Hulk Hogan, which I just love because there's that huge Hulk Hogan controversy. And there's all this talk of bringing it back. If you don't know the Hulk Hogan controversy, where the fuck have you been? Look it up. But I loved it. Like, he came out with the old school movements, how the Hulk Hogan shirt ripped it apart, same look and everything, was phenomenal. And put on quite a fucking match, but lost. To Ricochet.
You know what I heard? I checked into some wrestling stuff, and I heard that Velveteen Dream was actually supposed to be called up quite recently to WWE.
Really?
Yeah, from what was a credible source? I can't remember now.
Was it like PG Insider or PGW or something like that?
It wasn't PGW. I want to say it was like Martel, something like that.
Meltzinger?
Yeah, Dave Meltzer.
Okay, Dave Meltzer.
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry, thank you.
Really? So
yeah.
he thinks he's going to get called,
yeah,
or he was supposed to.
He was supposed to get called
Dave
up
Meltzer
to WWE.
is just a brief description on him. He's the foremost guy in wrestling stats. He's the one that came up with the 5-star rating review on wrestling, and he's the ultimate guide on if a wrestler or a match was good or not. It's like the ultimate. But he's not really a wrestler. He's just somehow built that up. The dude's like 70, and he's been going forever. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He gets a lot of credit for everything in the industry, essentially. And like, oh, Meltzer said it. That's probably true.
Okay.
But then there are a lot of other people that said, fuck Meltzer. He's like Eric Bischoff hates Dave Meltzer because he's a fucking liar. He just wants a news piece. So.
Okay. Interesting. Well, yeah.
Anyways,
he reported that he was supposed to get called up to WWE after that match, but it had not happened.
Well, Raw's tonight and SmackDown's tomorrow, so who knows? Maybe it could.
I wonder.
But I don't know. I still think they need to farm him a little bit more. Like I said, I don't like that he's had these rivalries he did this one and then one with Aleister Black where he lost. And I know they're like, you're 22, you have a lot of room to grow, but I think they need to give him a little bit more before they bring him up.
I think you're right.
But
yeah,
I guess we'll see what happens. Like, Raw's literally happening right now, so maybe he's already up.
Ooh, that'd
Maybe
be rad.
not. Seems like more of a SmackDown guy, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. More of a SmackDown guy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Oh my God, I so agree. So agree.
Hilarious.
You would love Velveteen Dream. And the other one is Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan.
Lars.
That was a fun match.
AKA
for the
Schlemmer.
championship.
Yeah.
Schlemmer gutter.
Hamaka Shlama.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that's it with NXT. It was pretty cool.
It's a good match. Those guys put on a show, man. They did great work.
I don't know if there are a few things I want to say about Money in the Bank. I don't know if I want to go. We could literally just run down the match card and say if it was good or not.
Sure.
Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Actually turned out better than I thought.
I thought it was a good match myself.
It was a good match. Glad to see Daniel Bryan win. Hopefully they'll move on.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. This is one that both of these wrestlers are so good, and it makes me embarrassed of wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, such a shitty storyline, everything about it was god-awful.
There's no motivation on either of their fronts to have that match. It wasn't good. It was not a good match.
Bad. Then we had Seth Rollins versus Elias.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Good match.
Seth Rollins versus Beardy or Seth Rollins. Here's the whole reason I want to bring this up. So this pay-per-view was in Chicago. Elias's gimmick is a guy that comes out, plays the guitar instead of an intro song, and just shits on whatever city he's in. And he's like, I know I'm in Chicago because I see a bunch of scumbags that just want attention. And then the crowd in Chicago starts chanting, we are scumbags. We want attention. And I was just like, you fucking kidding me?
They just turned
They
into
just
the
turned it
skid,
around.
man. Oh my god, yeah, that was amazing.
Because it was amazing. Vic and I were talking. He was like, I really want to go to Chicago. I've never been there. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. Then after that chant, I was like, I love Chicago. Love everything about that city. That's fucking amazing.
It's rad.
I
Good
just love that
peeps.
they were chanting, we are scum.
Yeah, good peeps, man.
And just what a great sense of humor. Like, and I've heard that on like a lot of podcasts where Chicago is one of the best cities to perform in.
That's what I
Because
heard.
those people
I've heard
are
that
just
from
crazy,
stand-up comedians
man,
as well,
really.
man. They love Chicago.
So that makes me want to go start seeing shows in Chicago. 'Cause
Right.
that seemed
Yeah,
pretty dope,
why not?
dude. I love
The
that.
Winslows are
That's
from
like,
Chicago.
oh, really?
Yeah.
The
Well, like,
Windy
I was
City, son.
laughing so hard my face hurt when they were chanting, "We are scumbags."
Dude. Yeah, and Elias was sitting there like, God, I got to turn this around. How do I
I
fucking
know.
make
He's
this?
like, "Wait, that's not supposed to happen." He's like, "Oh, you don't? No song for you." And he just gets up, and I'm like, "God, that guy's good." Seth Rollins retained the Intercontinental Championship. Good job.
Go Seth Rollins.
Just high-fived him if you guys
Did.
didn't know that.
Straight
With
up
a,
did.
with a finger.
High five with the finger. Yeah, it fingered him.
A high finger five.
Then we get into the ladies' Money in the Bank match,
Ladies.
which was fucking amazing.
Super good.
Dude, these women beat the fuck out of each other. I
Dude,
wonder if Sasha Banks
hard.
is alive.
Yeah.
Holy shit, she took a beat.
Dude. Yeah, I can't believe they
Oh,
put their
man.
bodies through hell, man.
And then we had fucking, and I felt like I did it because I was wearing my Lexa Bliss shirt, and she won.
She did win that.
She won, which I figured because what did I say? The heels are way better for Money in the Bank.
Yeah, agreed.
It's way more. You never
Well,
know. They don't follow the rules.
no, they
There's no
don't.
honor. You could be a bad guy.
Yep.
It's better TV.
Exactly. Yeah.
So she made perfect sense.
Mhm.
Really, she's the best heel
Agreed.
in women's wrestling.
She's a great heel, man.
She really is.
sells
She's
that gimmick
great on the
well,
mic.
dude.
Then we had Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, I'm over it, man. I didn't need it.
What I
don't
thought
care.
was kind of interesting, this was maybe not a good move on WWE's part. Jinder Mahal, he has his little crony that was beat up from Roman Reigns, so he was out there in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Obviously, he wasn't beat up. It was a fake thing. He actually tried to,
Fight,
cheat and fight
yeah.
Roman Reigns, and then he beat him up. So they go with Roman Reigns beating up this dude in a wheelchair, even though he wasn't really in a wheelchair, and then right after that aired their Special Olympics promo.
I didn't even think about that, but wow, holy shit, was that insensitive.
Not a good move.
Yikes.
Maybe do another match and then save it.
Damn.
You can't beat up a guy in a wheelchair, even if it's a fake.
Yikes.
At the Special Olympics.
And then, yeah, go ahead, support your Special Olympics, guys.
Asuka versus Carmella. Asuka lost. Goddamn shame.
God damn it. Was that one of her first losses?
It was one of her first, not the first.
Oh, okay.
Last year
yeah.
there was that huge controversy because it was the first ever women's Money in the Bank. And then Carmella won because this guy James Ellsworth, her really ugly crony. I love Paula mocking everything. You guys should really be watching this on YouTube this time. And then he got fired 6 months ago and surprisingly comes back, and Asuka looks as though she's never seen somebody wear her mask. And then gets kicked in the face and loses.
Yeah, she was very shocked by it, very
was
taken
weird.
aback, took
Very
her out of the
taken aback.
match. Yeah. She's like, oh no, what's
But
this?
she lost.
Yeah.
You had AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Fucking great.
Fucking amazing.
God damn.
Fucking phenomenal.
Dude, match of the night.
Some might say.
Almost, yeah.
Almost. Although you know who people are saying is the match of the night. Our next one, Ronda Rousey's first ever single match in the WWE.
Yeah, that's
Versus
true.
Nia Jax.
That
Big
she put her in
old
the
Samoan.
spot. Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. So this was what I thought was interesting. I don't know how many times. It's super rare. I don't think it's ever. Maybe it's happened once where the Money in the Bank winner cashed in same night. Maybe not. But Alexa Bliss just did. Because right before it looked like Ronda was going to win,
Cashed her
interference,
Yep.
beat
Cashed
her
it
up,
in.
cashed it in, wins. Beautiful.
It's
Beautiful.
great heel move.
It was a great way to also make it because the world was going to be pissed if Ronda got the title for her first
title, yeah.
single match. Like they were going to be infuriated, even though she's gone over really well. So I like the way they handled that. I thought it
Absolutely.
was good. Then we had the men's Money in the Bank. Of course, Braun Strowman won.
Of course. We
Because
knew
who
it
else? I was hoping to be Rusev.
Rusev Day.
But it was Braun, so hopefully he takes out Brock. Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on. That's Money in the Bank. Thanks for listening. You're welcome.
Everybody, that's Jerry with Money in the Bank and his wrestling for tonight.
Oh, that is the brief version.
It's super brief. Yeah.
Now, Paul had an idea.
You did?
He did. He said, hey, what if you were a wrestler self? What would your gimmick be? What would your name be?
What's your thing?
What would your intro thing be?
What's your signature?
So we're going to talk about that. My seal's been broken, so first we need to show you guys another ad. And then we'll come back, drink another beer, talk about our wrestling gimmicks. Then we want to hear about yours. I love you.
Hey, Brew Crew, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those words of wisdom.
So wise.
So wise. It's what we do. So we're coming back from that break. We're going to bring back a new beer. This beer is called the Vindicator. It's an IPA that I picked out of Cope and Ross Growlers today as well.
God, are we only drank IPAs this episode?
Oh my God!
It was the one. I remember our theme was super strong names, so
I was kind of honestly wondering when I said that if it would end up being a pure IPA list.
Well, IPAs are strong by nature, so
Exactly.
it just came out that way with the way that we found the names for it. And so I picked these solely based on the names, not based on the taste. I did get tasters for it, and I was like, it's not blowing me away, but I do like the name, so that's where this came out of.
Oh, you have? I can't remember if I've had this beer or not. So this one's called the Vindicator.
The Vindicator.
And it is brought to us by Wallace Brewing. They're all
Wallace.
right. They're all right. I mean, they don't make me super hard, but I don't I like them for the most part, I think. Out of Washington?
No, I believe they're out of Idaho, actually.
Oh, I fucked that up. I don't even know what I'm talking about. What an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this is good, though. Although you said you had a taster and you weren't super impressed.
Yeah, maybe it was just I was also like chewing gum, super not like rookie mistake on my
yeah,
part.
gum and beer is never a good combo. That is a rookie ass mistake. 7%, 70 IBUs, American IPA.
The IAPA.
The combo of caramel and other specialty malt, including 20% Idaho-grown Pilsner, provide a medium body for the assertive hop flavor and aroma provided by Columbus, Chinook, and Cascade hops in this bold IPA.
Mm-hmm. So all hops pretty much out of the Northwest, essentially. Mostly Idaho.
It's definitely an American IPA. A very, almost feel like it should just be a beer with a regular old label on it that just says IPA.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
IPA.
Yeah.
It's
Classic.
an IPA.
Yeah. And it's a classic IPA, straight up. Look at
Which is not bad by any means.
No, for sure.
It's not
very
terrible.
drinkable.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well priced for a growler because Cope and Ross does pretty much all the same prices for their growlers.
Yep.
What do we have on untappd?
Vindicator. Spawn, right? When John Leguizamo, when he turned into
yeah.
the
Yep.
Vindicator.
Like the
Yeah.
worst CGI bad guy of all time.
God, yeah, it was quite bad.
And then
yeah.
you have that song from Spider-Man 2, Vindicated, by
But that's a
Dashboard
really good
Confessional.
song, though, in my opinion. I don't know. It's super emo, but
It's
I mean, they're
very
an emo
It's
band.
not- that's true. It's
Vindicated.
I can't even remember it. Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
been a while
God.
since I've seen
The
those
movie
movies.
ended, and then the song immediately
and then
played.
the song immediately. Yeah, the
Yeah.
end credit song to Spider-Man 2.
Well, there you go. Yeah, so Untappd has this at 3,579 total check-ins, 2,962 unique check-ins, and only 24 check-ins to the month. So that's almost one beer to the day.
Added, that's 5/20/2011, 3.58 rating. What do you guys think of that? I'd put it at a 3. It's so very general.
I think it's high. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's
Again,
a 3
not bad
too.
at all, but nothing standoutish about it.
Exactly. It's like it's not blowing me away, but it's doing its job as an IPA.
It does have a decent nose on it. You know, I like it more than the last one.
I go 3.5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
High drinkability on it.
Exactly.
High drinkability.
That's very
What
true.
gives it away
That's
for me.
very true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super. It says so. Untappd has this as our. No, did you already read that? Maybe you did.
Yeah, we've read enough.
Sure
What do you rate it, Vic?
I'd go 3. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's not blowing me away. High drinkability though. Price range is right, but it's not super unique.
Don't yell at me for writing on the fucking table, and then you write on the fucking table.
I just wrote balls.
I did draw a big heart.
Well, that was our last beer, so let's finish it up and talk about... Paula, explain to us the idea.
So I was at work today, and we were actually... I'm going to be super TBH right now.
To be honest.
Yeah, exactly. We were actually looking for a topic for the show, and since we watched Money in the Bank last night, I was just like, I think it would be fun if we came up with each other's wrestling names, wrestling signature moves, and wrestling song. And I actually thought Will was going to be here, but he's not, because I was going to give 3. Each of us would have an option for the other fucking cast member.
Sure.
Yeah. So I guess the 2 of us will have to actually make it up for the one person. We'll have to talk it out.
That's fine.
So fuck you, cool. Sinclair Will.
Come on, Sinclair Will.
We thought differently.
But anyway, I mean, I wouldn't mind starting out if you guys don't mind.
Go
no,
crazy,
not at
man.
all.
Please.
Okay. So since I'm not the biggest wrestling fan here, it might be a little zany, but I'm just going to start out with Jerry.
Okay.
Jerry, your name I came up with is going to be Hard Ron.
Jesus Christ.
Because I feel like they need something that's going to back them up, but they need like a real name too. Because I feel like AJ Styles is a really cool name.
AJ
and I was
Styles
like,
is a great name.
I love Ron Swanson. You remind me of him, and you're hard all the time. Your signature. Okay, so I haven't thought this through yet, but your signature move is going to be the invisible finger.
You know.
It's like you're going to slap somebody, I guess. I don't know what you're going to do with that, but figure it out. And then your intro song is going to be I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. Okay, now hear me out.
Make you sound very...
Hear me out. So you fucking hear the guitar, and people are like, oh my God, it's Hard Ron. And then you're walking down the ramp. You get to the arena. You get in the fucking mat or
the ring.
You get in the ring, right? You have a mic, and you go, tell me why. The entire fucking crowd goes, tell me why.
Almost like an
nothing
Elias
but
way.
a heartbreak. And then you go, tell me why. You just kick ass all the way around. The Invisible Finger by Hard Ron, Jerry Basco.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Wow.
Also, Vic,
Sure.
I guess I'll go with yours now.
Okay.
You're going to be Tiny Larry?
We're gonna come out as Hard Ron and Tiny Larry.
Tiny Larry. Vic
Okay.
is Tiny Larry. His signature move is going to be the opening cod piece. So someone's already down on the ground, and then you get on the ring, or I guess the steeple, the buckle, the turnbuckle. You jump off of that, but your crotch is hitting their face. That's the opening cod piece. Your opening song is going to be TURTLE Power.
TURTLE Power, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Because he loved that song. We all do, but he loves that song.
Oh my God.
Is that good? Did I do good
You did
for you
great.
guys?
You
Okay,
did
cool.
amazing.
Dude,
Cool.
that's-
It's gonna be hard to top that.
I can't. That's awesome, man. Jesus, that's great. Whew. God damn it. That's fantastic.
I thought about this for a while.
Jerry, do you want to go, or what do you think?
I'll go.
Okay.
Sure. So I love this idea. I love the idea of creating characters. In WWE 2K17, I created a tag team for Vic and I.
That's a true story.
My characters are always heels. I always want to be the bad guy. Never want to be the good guy. It's just it's more fun. But Vic's the other way. He's too nice. So he likes being the good guy. So we had like a hail face combination, but our tag team name was Vicious and Delicious.
Super great. Just hearing the announcer say it, we have Vicious and Delicious.
You're Ben Wyatt and fucking Chris Traeger is what I'm hearing. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for Vic, I guess if we go back to it, very much a moveset. Name-wise, I think... That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
Chocolate Lightning.
Oh man,
Or maybe
it's
that'd
funny.
be the name of the finishing move.
God, you're getting so close to my name already. Like,
Really?
It's like Jerry's got a bleed over effect of wrestling to me. We start thinking similar.
But then I kind of love the idea of your finishing move would be, God, much like Velveteen Dreams, like again off the top turnbuckle, because you're skinny, you got to be aerial.
Sure.
Probably maybe like a double gainer backflip.
Oh my god.
Shooting star press, but you'd call it the Purple Rainmaker.
Oh my god. That's great. I love that idea.
Intro song, got to be something funky. Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. Maybe something by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Maybe George Clinton and the Funkadelics. No,
Perhaps.
and it's not the Funkadelics. This band.
Funkadactyls?
Something.
Funketeers?
Something.
Funkets?
The Funkets. We should be the Funkets.
Paul, I've told you your character. Name-wise, I don't know. We could just call you the Iron Rod.
The Cambodian?
The Cambodian, or just
See,
Iron
that,
Rod.
That
You
would
don't
have
have
been
to
my
make
pick
it,
too.
because
yeah.
if you try to make it ethnic, they're going to try to make you a heel.
Yeah.
And again, Paula, you're just too pretty to be a heel.
Exactly.
I would give you a gimmick along the lines of the hurricane. There's a hurricane coming! Because he'd come out dressed like a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see a full cape and everything.
Yep.
God, finishing.
I would wear a cape.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I would wear a
absolutely.
cape.
Full bodysuit, look like a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Like face mask and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Not sure what the color scheme would be. I have to work on that one. Entrance music. Barbie Girl by Aqua? I'm just kidding.
I'm just
Barbie.
getting people in it. People
Something
are
K-pop, obviously.
Yeah.
It's going to be
probably
something
BTS.
K-pop.
Yeah.
I would say
Or
either
2PM.
NSYNC's like Dirty Pop.
Dirty
too.
Pop.
I would just like that. You just hear that as you come in. Like you see Paula. You see the Iron Rod. The Iron Rod walks in. Dirty Pop. Zoom.
See, finishing move, I think we would
He just gets
do
into it. Yeah, he's just dancing down it.
maybe something along the lines of a Bronco Buster.
Extrapolate.
Extrapolate. So, imagine I'm in a seated position. You punched me up in the turnbuckle, or somewhere in the corner. You doozled me, and then you like gave me a running. You ran towards me and just gave me like a flying backdrop, and so now I'm sitting on the bottom of the turnbuckle, my face on the bottom turnbuckle, and then I would imagine you would do like some sweet breakdance move over to the other turnbuckle. I don't know, you're a good dancer. You could come up with something. And then you run, and then you fly at me and just crotch me right in the face. Just it's that Cambodian iron rod coming straight to your
Iron
face.
Rod coming straight to your face.
So it's just full
good
on
one.
foreskin right to your face.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm. And then you just sit there and hop on me for a bit. Just boop, boop, boop.
Boop.
Rad.
Mm-hmm.
I like
do
that a lot.
I do that.
Be on board with that?
I do that.
All right, so I guess it's my turn. I'm gonna throw your attention to the screen here. This is Jerry.
White lightning.
He is White Lightning. He is a
Oh my
Lucha
God, I
Libre
wish
type character.
Brew could see this.
He is a Lucha Libre type character. I have his what did I do here? His song is the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. So he rolls out. And he's just into the land of the ice and snow. He's just fucking just running down the ramp. And then his signature move would be called the Thunderer, which is roughly
Little lightning, little thunder.
Little lightning, little thunder, of course, which would be roughly the same as the Walls of Jericho. Because I know Jerry loves his guy Chris Jericho, so it'd be roughly the shape of that, which would be pretty rad. Yeah, just gimmick-wise, it'd be more of a Lucha Libre aspect. I know we talked about that earlier in the podcast, so that would definitely be
Lucha
White
wrestling,
Lightning.
some of the best wrestling.
Dude, it is
amazing.
so much. I don't think you'd be a high flyer as much as just like getting down there, mixing it up, getting dirty with it.
More of a
doing some,
grappler technician
grappler
for
moves.
sure.
Yeah.
I'd like to think I'd have an elbow drop or two off the top turnbuckle.
Oh,
in there,
of
but
course, yeah.
My ass don't do flips.
It's
There's no way.
not how he rolls. Yeah.
Hard Ron can do whatever the
Hard
fuck he wants. Tiny Larry agrees.
The invisible finger.
Tiny
That
Larry.
was the thing I gave you.
Hard Ron with the invisible finger. What's going to happen here? Oh, the invisible finger.
I actually don't know what that's going to be.
Yeah.
I feel like you just like poke him in the eye or something.
We'll practice this. I feel like it's going to have something to do with the butt.
The butt.
See, that was my thought too. I didn't want to go ahead and overexpose that piece. But
I could visualize it like, here's what I'm thinking. So you guys, Joey Ryan, he was there when we went to Lucha Underground here. He's the one that has like the penis gimmick. So he looks straight out of Miami Vice, the mustache, grease, massage oil. But his gimmick is he somehow gets somebody to grab his penis. Fucking Google Joey Ryan penis plex. That's what it's called, the penis plex.
the PP.
And he does the weird flicks thing and turns him over, and it's like it's absurd how he's got his penis over.
Oh my god.
Somehow. But imagine somebody running up the top turnbuckle, like from behind, like they're going to run up and flip, but right when they're on the top, I'm on the other side of the ring, and I do this, and they're up on the top turnbuckle, and they just do it, and like just fall straight back off of it, and just like
You're
do
also
a
doing
back
the splits, though. So you're doing the splits, you're like Jean-Claude VD.
And then
you know?
I do this thing where I kind of like spin the finger, and they do this, and then and they like literally jump off the top turnbuckle and just fall flat on their back.
But it's like two fucking flips before that, though.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. I'd watch it. I watch it.
We're gonna have to practice that, guys.
Okay.
What do we want to do, bro?
Yeah,
Whatever.
you do you. You do you.
If you guys have any ridiculous wrestling gimmicks, throw them our way. Thanks for listening. I know this one was a little silly, but there might be more of these, so deal with it.
We like getting silly.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Listen
Yeah.
to Hard
I
Ron.
like the idea. Listen to Hard Ron. Listen to Tiny Larry. Listen to the Iron Rod.
Watch out for White Lightning, his luchador alternate ego.
You know, immediately, I wanted to name Jerry Natsu Cow, the White Warrior from Bloodsport.
Oh my god!
Immediately, but I was like, I can't do that. I
I can't do that.
You're Hard Ron.
Well, which is so funny
A.K.
because
Swanson.
and I didn't mean to do it. I just bought this jujitsu gi because it was black, and I just really wanted a black gi because they look fucking dope. But on the side of it, it said Macaco Blanco, which I didn't know what it meant. It just had a monkey, and it said Macaco Blanco on it. And I was at jujitsu, and one of my Brazilian friends just started laughing at me, and I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Of course you'd buy a gi that says White Monkey on it."
Of course, the Macau monkey.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Why am I just hearing about this,
I thought
dude?
I told you that. Have I not? I got the
this.
gi in the closet, bro. You can wear it.
That's rad, man. He is the white
Did
monkey.
you get it off of Amazon? What happened?
I got it off of BJJHQ.com.
So it was selling up a legit site.
A
that said
legit,
fucking
no,
white
a
monkey.
legit. They're a legit Brazilian jiu-jitsu company that makes gis. Yeah, Macaco Blanco, White Monkey.
God, such a great name.
Now, is
too.
that like on the part of Under Armour, or is it like actually like a sub company making fun of the whole thing?
I
No,
don't think
it's-
it has. I think it's just legitimately a
It's just a-
Brazilian
it's
company.
Legit
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I'll show you the gi after this if you want, bro. It's
Cool.
beautiful.
Right on. Right on then.
Yeah,
Right
man.
on.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do before next week? How your comic book reading's been going? Mine have been shit. We've been so balls to the walls busy lately.
Dude, I've been kicking so much ass on my comic book reading. I feel so
Really?
good about it. Big, huge thanks to PK and Jew, because I've been hitting up
cheers.
Captain Comics, and I've just been going through. I hit Flash War. There's a new Justice League that I've been reading, and this Green Lantern that I'm going off of. And I just picked. I know I told you about reading The Human Race. Super great.
I
as
think
well
we should
as a whole
start
bunch of
doing
Flash
one-off
comics.
comic book reviews, like we
We
do with
should,
our
yeah.
beer. Well, we
Totally
read
should,
one. We
yeah.
should do that. I think the brew crew in the world would appreciate that.
True.
Totally
maybe We
should.
should try and do that.
Totally
I think We'll
should.
get into
Yeah.
that a little bit more. We'll do it maybe once a week, like our Tasteful Nude series.
Yeah, of course.
Tasteful nudes. Yeah, I like
I'm not
that.
gonna drop that. Oh my god, I wish you guys could see Paula just stroking Vic's arm right.
You can see.
You can't see it. Watch the YouTube of this, or listen to it, whatever you prefer.
Whatever's working for
I
you.
can't. I can't get my arm back. He just,
I held his hand, and now I'm just fucking stroking it.
Oh my god, favorite beers? Paula,
oh, I got my arm back. Yay.
Fuck cancer.
Vic.
Number 4.
Rupture. Like Rupture a lot.
I'm with Paula. Fuck cancer.
Okay.
That was my favorite too. Rupture was a close one. They were all good, really, but I like that. I think mostly I love the story, the meaning, the philosophy behind it.
Agreed.
I really like the Rupture one too, but you're not trying to punch cancer in the dick. So
I'm not. Yeah,
I think I
true
like
story.
that a little bit more.
True. I definitely like what they're about with that Silver
Yeah.
Moon. They
Is your
kick
arm
ass.
for weird now? You're just holding it. Yeah.
So in summary,
You have
what I
very
really
soft
want from our
hands, by the way.
shut up.
Thank you.
He does have soft hands. I'm sorry for snapping at you.
It's okay.
Excuse me. What I do really want, seriously, guys, get at us with the live action one. I think that's going to be a really fun podcast. We can get. I want to talk about what the Brew Crew loves. So let us know your favorite cartoon you want to see live action. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. This was a fun one.
Yeah, well,
Super fun.
Yeah,
enjoyed
get back
you
to
guys.
us at your favorite wrestler, favorite whatever.
Yeah.
Favorite
If you
yada,
are
yada,
in
yada.
Boise Friday, come to the WWE live event at the Taco Bell Arena. Say hi to Vic and I. Maybe we'll get a ticket for Paula by then. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. But until next time, I'm Jerry.
I'm Paula.
And I'm Vic.
Have a great one, everybody. Cheers.
Peace.